Hello everyone, my name is Camille Cruz, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the ancient metrology in the Parthenon. The Acropolis of Athens is an ancient Greek citadel located on a high, flat-topped rock above the city of Athens, Greece. Between 570 to 550 BC, the construction of the site's temples began. Nowadays, Acropolis contains several ancient buildings of architectural and historical significance like the Parthenon, the Propylaea, the Erechtheion, and the Temple of Athena Nike. The Parthenon is an ancient Greek temple of the Athenian Acropolis, Greece, dedicated to the goddess Athena. Athena is the goddess of wisdom, warfare, divine intelligence, architecture, and crafts. The people of Athens considered her as their patron deity. The Parthenon was constructed between 447 and 438 BC, and all of the embellishments were completed in 432 BC. Phidias was the controller of the work, Ichthyonos was the architect, and Callicrates was the mason. What sets the Parthenon apart from other Greek temples is that it is built almost exclusively of Pentelic marble. The temple is a peripteral octostyle temple with Ionic orders. Peripteral is a common Greek temple style, meaning it is surrounded by columns. Octostyle is the extension as a colonnade with a roof structure over a walkway, and the Ionic orders are ornamental architectural elements present in ancient styles. In 1687, the Venetian bombarded and ignited Ottoman ammunition, and an explosion inside the Parthenon severely damaged it and its sculptures. Since 1975, the Greek government has worked towards the restoration of Acropolis as a whole, giving way to extended studies of the styles and measurements of Greek architecture. As defined by the International Bureau of Weights and Measures, metrology is the science of measurement, embracing both experimental and theoretical determinations at any level of uncertainty in any field of science and technology. There were 5 standards of length in the ancient world. All standards were developed through the use of a pendulum. They could be reproduced with an accuracy of 1 millimeter or less. They were logical variations of the original 1-second pendulum. They were related to the polar circumference of the Earth. All pendulums were timed from astronomical observation, and the final standard measured the polar circumference of the Earth to 0.033%. The Greek Attic pendulum length is 428.61 millimeters. The length of the Attic cable is 360 times 2 pendulum lengths, which is 1,000 Attic feet, which equals a Greek Attic foot of 308.6 millimeters. The most outstanding example of this standard is found in the 100-foot width of the Parthenon in Athens, Greece. This cable is essentially 1/6 of a nautical mile, with the length of 360 cables equal to 1 degree in latitude. The Greeks created the stadia of 600 Attic feet, making the length of 600 stadia equal to 1 degree in latitude. The standards were almost a perfect fit to the polar circumference of the Earth, since 100 Greek Attic feet were 30.86 meters, which equaled 0.999 arc seconds of the polar circumference of the Earth. The length and width of the Parthenon are 100 and 225 feet respectively, which supports the signature ratio of the buildings, 4:9, which is represented throughout the structure. In measures of the Greek foot, 12.134 inches, appears to have been associated with the stars and the ancient Egyptian number 1056, which was the Egyptian measure of 1 inch of longitude in inches. The breadth of the Parthenon is 1,224 inches, which equals 100.8 Greek feet. The length, 2,736 inches, is the side of a square inscribed in a circle whose diameter is 10.56 times the number of sidereal days in the sidereal year. The ancient building was surrounded by 46 columns in an 8 by 17 arrangement and was divided into 2 non-communicating rooms. The ratio of the width of the temple to its length is 4:9. The ratio of the column diameter to the distance between the columns, measured from center to center, is 4:9. The ratio of the height of the temple to the width of the front of the temple is 4:9. The stylobate is curved upwards, the columns lean slightly inwards, and the columns taper in a slight arc where they reach the top, which tricks the eye into thinking they are straight. There was one system of metrology which had been developed in Egypt and completed in Assyria by connecting the Egyptian units of length, volume, and weight with units of time with angular measurements. This system was received as a unified whole by the Greeks. It is believed that the Greek metrology traveled to the New World. Although we might suggest that the Egyptians had discovered the art of measurement, it is only with the Greeks that the science of measurement begins to appear. The Greeks' knowledge of geometry and their early experimentation with weights and measures soon began to place their measurement system on a more scientific basis. Thank you for your attention and have a good day.